Hey everyone, it's your boy Symparthegod, and I was on the Atypical podcast. Check out my episode. We talk about career, friendship, and a lot of very solid advice that I think will live with you from now to possibly the end of time. So tune in and come hear more about Scorpion Killer. Like, comment, and share too. For sure.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Atypical Podcast with Deji, and it's Atypical Podcast, not Atypical Podcast.
Vibes.
We're gonna do that every single time.
Every
People will
time.
get tired and they'll roll their eyes and they'll love
I feel
it.
like by season 2, maybe.
People will start to recite it, right?
That'll be
It's
fun.
not gonna be the show's thing. That's
And
gonna
if
be
you
the
don't
show's
recite it,
thing.
we'll just know that you haven't seen an
You're
episode.
not like part of the
You're not
gang.
in.
And what are we gonna call those that listen to Atypical Podcast?
Atypicals.
Atyps.
It's interesting.
It's not like Hotep.
Hey.
But welcome to this show, and I'm with.
Symparthegod, aka I'm Adaudu.
What's your week like? You're like a big man now. You know, I remember when you like started college,
I know. That was the time.
wide-eyed,
Wide-eyed.
like very like
I don't know if I was like wide-eyed, but like I was alright.
hopeful.
Okay.
I mean, you're still hopeful,
Yeah.
but you know that like
Youthful,
Freshman-
exuberance.
yeah,
we've
the
seen
freshman
that.
vibe.
That is funny. That annoys me actually when I just like see freshmen.
but that
I'm
was
like,
you.
ah.
and they also allowed you to dabble in stuff too, because you
Yeah.
actually had like I wish we could put it up. Like he actually like had a legit comedy gig.
I did. Some of them don't even know.
He did it. He did a
for
thing.
your birthday.
He did, yeah, for my birthday.
I
Like he did a thing.
One time only.
But and I mean, you were pretty good, and you've also dabbled in magic.
I know. That was a time too. I'm a hobbyist.
That's
They couldn't believe it.
okay, let's start here. How do you describe yourself?
I think hobbies to be one word I'll use because
Okay.
like I like getting into things.
Yeah.
Problem is like, well, I don't want to say it doesn't stick because I think I'm pretty realistic when I'm done with a certain hobby. Like especially during like
what hobbies have you?
okay, so
gotten
I've dabbled in like video editing.
Okay.
I was skating for a period. I
Yeah.
still had my board. I was supposed to get on it this summer. I
Yeah.
didn't get on it. But Mafa didn't call me, so like that's one thing.
Okay.
We're supposed to even work on videos. We're supposed to work on videos. We're supposed to work on videos.
Would tell me that work on videos.
But he didn't call me. He didn't remind me. But Monday came. He won't say, "Oh, Monday is here."
Tomorrow, let's go and do it.
My part is behind
He
camera,
won't say-
by the way. This has to be the most chaotic.
He won't say, "Oh, on Monday." See, no. Let me explain it. So I'll tell Mafa, okay, let's shoot this video on Monday. Mafa will say, okay, we'll shoot it on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Monday comes. I haven't messaged Mafa. A camera person will not say, "Oh, are we still on for today?" That
You was
kind of thing.
hoping you won't message him. That's what's going on.
It will just be radio. The reason why I don't have any music video, okay, I have one, but I would have had like 4 or 5 more.
Music videos.
Or hold Mafa responsible. I think is Instagram like Mafa
We'll
Gideon.
make sure to-
Go
yeah,
and comment on his Instagram. Talk to him.
And ask him for the
Ask him for the
videos.
videos. Yes.
Okay, so hobbyist, what else? Artist, maybe?
Artist.
Yeah,
I
artist,
think
yeah.
artist. You know,
And where did you grow up, by the way? Where'd you grow up?
Benin,
Okay.
Benin City, BC. Shout out my boys straight out of Benin. You know what I'm saying? Like that's we. Big up.
But it's like you can't keep a straight face.
No. I'm just laughing. I was remembering the good times, man. I had some great times.
What was it
in
like
Benin.
growing up in Benin, actually? Let's talk about that.
I mean, apparently now I'm knowing it's like very different because even before the episode started, we were talking about how. So in like Benin, this is actually a thing where so nobody has ever just asked you, "Oh, you don't bath." Nobody has ever.
I mean, I
asked
think
you.
so. I've heard that
You've heard that
slang
one?
before.
Have you heard you don't chop bottle? You chop bottle.
I've heard that before, actually, but I've also
Okay.
but I heard it. But remember, my high school was very diverse.
Okay.
We had kids from literally everywhere. We had lots
Yeah.
of Benin kids
Benin kids. Okay.
in school, and then we had like kids from the north, and then from like just like all over the place. So I've heard a number of those things, but it wasn't like everyday lingo.
Yeah. So.
But what was it like living, like growing up there? Like, was it quiet? Was it?
Oh, I think that's like the thing. I don't think I can ever live in like a busy city in my life, like New York or anywhere else.
Yeah.
I went to New York one time and it was just too fast for me.
Yeah.
Even Maryland was almost too fast. It's like just all the like.
But Benin is super slow, is what I hear.
Benin is super slow, and that's the way I like it. Like just quiet neighborhood. Everybody's just walking at their snail's pace.
There are only two.
When I was even growing up, I don't think there wasn't even any cinema there until maybe like 2013 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just living. Like if you want entertainment, you just go and visit your friend. And you come back at 7 p.m. Everything has closed.
And in what year?
So like 2012, 2010.
That's tough.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was fun. I loved it. It was.
But that also makes for like, I mean, when I say that's tough, that's just like me like comparing against like
compared to
I grew up in like in Lagos.
Bosu.
Yeah, and then from
4 hours
Lagos
traffic,
to,
really? Is that what you want?
From Lagos to Baltimore City, so it's like, it's not. I mean, Baltimore's not really that hectic.
Yeah,
either,
Baltimore's
but
not
Baltimore
that crazy.
is not like it's not slow.
Yeah, Baltimore's not slow. I agree on that one.
I heard that there are only 2 places in Nigeria where like, and I don't know if this is a joke or if it's real. Like if a bus, misses you and like goes, and you come out, the bus will literally reverse.
Yeah, in Benin, yes. If they don't see you and like, hey, you gotta literally stop and like reverse his
and like
anyway,
Lagosians joke about it all the time.
I don't know if it's the same now, but when I was growing up, that was what it was.
Like Lagosians joke about it. And the same thing, they talk about Benin with that, and they also talk about Ibadan as well. Like that's like it's the same level of slow.
Yeah, but one thing I'll say, when I first went to Morgan, right, I never seen like people just gathered in one place like that. It was very like going to class was like whoa, and everybody was walking so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people know the feeling, but like you'll be walking and like 5 people will walk past you. I'm like whoa.
Okay,
Am I that slow? I mean, now I think I picked up the pace, and I don't even notice that I've picked up the pace. So like I'll be walking sometimes, and people will be like, "Oh, slow down." Like you don't know.
One of the things I find interesting, just to change the point, the topic a bit. Like I find it very interesting, like seeing you like actually in like the workforce, like
maybe I should stream my music, man. Symparthegod, I'm tired of walking. I'm done, man. I need music money, bro. Please. Symparthegod on Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram. Follow me, man. Please.
No, but for real though, like I thought that you were really not ever going to do.
I thought the same, man. Life.
Because you were so opposed to 9 to 5 type of gig.
I still am.
But now, tell us what you do. Very boring, and it's impressive to me.
So boring.
I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Yes.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
I'm very proud of you, like doing something that's like
I know, just boring.
doing the
I try to have like
thing
my
and doing it well
in.
too.
I have like my headphones in most of the day.
Talk about what you do.
I'm just like listening to music, but I'm okay. So I did industrial engineering.
You studied industrial engineering. Yeah.
Right now I'm doing like mostly electrical engineering. So I create schematics most of the time. So say you wanted power in your house, I would design the schematic and how it would come from like the nearest pole or manhole to get to your location. So that involves me sometimes even like going out in the field to like look at what the landscape is like, see if it's along the guidelines of what happens.
So do you do this for like big construction efforts, or just like
I did one for houses? I did streetlights for, I don't know if you know FedEx Field.
No, I don't.
Okay. It's the one in, I think it's around that like Largo area. Mm-hmm. Chelsea played there the other day too. It's pretty big. I forgot what stadium. I think it's the stadium for the Washington Wizards. I think.
FedEx Field?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I did streetlights there.
Wow.
I did the schematics for some of the streetlights. Yeah.
Some
new ones. No, not all.
Some is good enough.
Some is good enough.
Because FedEx Stadium is actually pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And you like literally clock in and you do the thing. So what has been your biggest learning experience, like, or like culture shock of working 9 to 5? Like, what has been the most surprising thing for you on the job? And then what's the darndest thing you've done that someone was like, what in the world did this guy just do?
I think, well, also I guess my experience is not the same as other people because obviously where I live, but I don't want to say it wasn't as draining at first. Because like people were actually alright. Like these people seem like they had hopes and dreams at the time too. You know what I mean? Like they just didn't want to sit here the whole time. Like so sometimes you get to connect with the ones that life has just put them there.
Yeah.
Like you see that they're actually cool. Like sometimes like some of my coworkers, oh god, I don't know if I want to say this one now.
No.
But like okay, if I want to say we'll block it out or whatever. But like I'll look them up on like the internet or something. And there's this one of my coworkers, I think she had like a whole like music career or something before. Like she used to actively chase music. And like I would just find out I don't.
You should.
I haven't. But this one, maybe I'll call her Tracy. Yeah, I never asked Tracy, but man. I see Tracy and hi and bye every time.
Maybe it'll be a good way to like revive her interest.
Especially when it's been years. I think the thing was like that last song was like 2018 or something like that. She has wrapped
is
it
not
up.
that far.
No, that's what I fear. That's really what, because I haven't made music for the last 2 months, and I think that's like the scariest thing for me ever. Because I've never not gone since like 2016. I don't think I've gone like a week without making anything.
Whoa.
Wow.
So it's like, oh my god.
How many songs do you
have? Is it
have?
a rap? I don't know. It's a lot.
If you had to
like
estimate.
if we're adding songs, we're not adding beats. Oh.
But how many songs do you actually have that you haven't released?
Okay, I'm trying to do like the math, because say on average, maybe I complete like 2 a year. Sorry, 2 a week. So 2 times 52 is like, let's say 100. And then 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That's wild.
So maybe like, maybe like 1,000. That's just, but not all of them are good.
It has a lot of unreleased. You have to be playing some in the car for me. I'm like, whoa, look, some fire ones.
Wait, how do you have 1,000 unreleased?
No, not 1,000. It's like 800.
Yeah, I put like a good few.
But even 500 is a lot.
It's just fun. Like, I feel like that's like my North Star and everything. Even like I can, because I told you I'm a hobbyist, so like I'll branch out and do this thing. At the end of the day, I just always come back to making music. So that's fun for me.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
You're casually just like sitting down and making music.
But I feel like it's the way like people watch movies.
That too. And I've heard your sister say that too, like that, he'll like sit up into the nights, like into the early hours of the morning. Now, how are you managing that with like working?
That's part of the problem.
Early in the morning.
Like,
what's your sleep schedule like?
I can't figure out a system to make it work, because obviously I used to do the night thing before, but now I have to wake up at 8. I have to be in work at 8 a.m. So it's like,
But then and for me, like this is really impressive in terms of like work ethic too, though. Like the fact that you have something that you do and that you do consistently.
No, but I think what that showed me was that if you love something, it's not work. I think that's what's really just showing me.
People say that stuff and it's kind of
no, but I think even this one, even with like exercise, right? And I figured this one out like 2 weeks ago. People will say, wow, when I work out, I have more energy. They were not lying, no. I really found out they were not lying.
Yeah.
I started working out. I started having more energy. I couldn't believe it. Was the craziest thing.
Oh, because you felt like it would drain your energy?
Yeah, like it just makes. I guess it's like building your tolerance.
But are you saying that it's because they enjoy it?
Well, no, but I was liking that feeling of like finally figuring that thing out too. What we're referring to.
Yeah. When you discover something new.
When you see something you love, like it doesn't even feel like work. If anything, you just have more energy. Like you're ready to come back tomorrow. When you're listening to something you haven't finished that's good, you want to go back to it as soon as possible. So it's that kind of thing.
So in terms of like music, do you feel like you have to be in front of the mic, or would you be content like just like writing for people and producing for people? Because for some people that's their whole thing. Do you feel like you have to like, like rep for Benin on the stage?
Yeah, man. No, I have to be a star. I don't see how else we can do this thing without. I have to be a star. That's what. Now, no more 9 to 5. But by the way, though, I mean, I get 9 to 5 without it, but I just have to. I have many things to say.
I need to give you flowers. Thank you, Someone did say, and the person is in this room right now. They did say that you're their favorite rapper of all time.
No, you want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
My sister used to, honestly, she used to have like as if, it's just there. How Spotify has like Spotify rewind thing?
Yeah.
Shine was number 1.
Oh, like
wow.
It was so funny.
So your song was like...
No, yeah.
Wow.
Ocean is a really good song though, so I can see why.
Can you give us a snippet of
Word
Shine?
in my life, too bright. Hey, look me on the trap, too nice. Hey, man, it's a long thing. Just go on Spotify.
Let's
go on
talk about
Spotify.
something though. When I first met this guy, you know what he said to me? One of the things that he first said to
What
me
did I
was
say?
that
I'm scared. Though.
he said one of the things that he said to me was he thought that Christian rappers were whack.
Hey, no, they should not cancel me because of this one.
No. I think it's very interesting to me. Like you went from like you. What was the line that you just dropped right now? Say it again.
Word in my life, two breads.
Which word? So how does it
this one is
feel
dicey.
being that Christian rapper now? Like how does it feel? And okay, let's start from here because
No,
you did
this
tell
one
me
I feel like
before.
we'll have to bleep out names for this one.
No. Let's start from this. Let's start from this.
Okay.
Who was the first person that gave you the impression that Christian rap does not have to be whack? And if you don't mention my name, like
I mean, I don't think you did that. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you did that for me. What you did for me was that,
I pray for
I
you
can
what I
make-
did for you.
really?
That. Of course. But let's leave that to the side. Let's talk about the rapper that actually, jokes aside, the rapper that gave you the impression that Christian rap doesn't have to be whack.
No. So that's what I was going to say. I want to start with you because I feel like that's the important part of the story. So you gave me the impression that I could do it well. I could be the outlier. I guess at that time, I didn't really see any outliers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it was just me for a while. And then the person that really like put
Dude
it in
said-
my...
Just said it, this whole world. It's like
No. Hold on. I'm not done. Wait. I'm not done.
Triple OG said he didn't exist before him.
No, but I started rapping before
Actually,
G. That's what I said. Yeah. So hold on. So over time, so I guess even what even started making it kind of like fun for me was like my friends started rapping too.
Yeah.
So then there was like Fred and G on
Okay.
the side. They make great music too, by the way. Check them out everywhere.
But who did you listen to? And you were,
I'm
who
trying
did you
to
listen
say,
to and you said to
okay,
yourself,
this one we'll
this
see.
person
Oh, you cut
actually
out this one.
knows their stuff.
But this didn't even happen until maybe like 2 years ago or something. So it's only 2 Christian rappers that I'll say like I can actually like put on like my place. I'm like, well, no, that's it. I don't want to make blanket statements like that because when I say those kind of things, I exclude like my friends or people that I know. So I don't think of Shioki, Fred and G, some of the other guys as I guess Yuki, Brandon. I don't think of them in like that same thing because obviously I think like
so all the Lovewood rappers are like in a different gang and then everybody else.
because they actually make like great music too, and I wish we're just more popular to be able to show it. But yeah, popular gospel rap music is kind of
Okay. So when you say popular gospel rap music, you're excluding Lovewood artists.
But yeah,
But
the rapper
amongst-
that made me
But
be
even
like,
amongst Lovewood artists, like who would you say is your fave? We want your top. we want
my
to
fave is
hear your top
ridiculous,
5. Like give
okay,
us your
my top 5 changes every day, but Fred and G 1,
Yeah, Fred and G. Okay.
Yuki 2.
Yuki. Okay.
Oh, I hate saying this. I don't know why. Oh,
No,
probably
he
have to
doesn't
go.
have
Probably
to
have
give, he doesn't have to
to
give a list because he feels like he'll meet some people and then he'll feel bad after.
I know.
No,
Some
just
5
give
is a
us- give
5
us
is a
your
short
top 5.
list.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, God.
So you've mentioned Yuki, you mentioned
Okay.
Fred
So
and G. Who
we'll
else?
not do top 5 again. We'll scrap out top 5.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say number 1 though, Fred and J. So that one out of the way. Seymour, RJ, Ozzy.
So you mentioned Yuki already.
I think RJ is
RJ.
really has talent.
Okay. And then you mentioned Seymour.
Seymour is also really good. I think
Seymour, that's
in a different world.
Yuki is Osayuki. Seymour is Craig.
Craig, yeah.
Yeah.
King Brandon, obviously.
Yeah, King Brandon.
Who else? Shioki, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
Take 3.
Take 3. Okay.
That's it. I if I'm forgetting somebody, I'm so sorry. Like, you're not supposed to say that one. TGK Dre. Bleep the name. No, like she said, bleep the name, bleep his mouth. That one we're not supposed to say.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think about that person's songs though? Like, what made you not like a fan? Well, bleeping the name.
I mean, yeah, bleep the name, please. I
Yeah.
guess for me, I think he also goes like outside of the songs, like just some of the things. No, not just some of the like it's outside of the music. It doesn't know anything to me directly, but the vibe, I don't know, and the vibe goes with the music. But yeah, when we're saying in terms of gospel rappers that actually made me think, wow, there's a career
I
here.
feel like we just like
It was no, because we have to leave that topic immediately.
just crashed.
I don't know.
You're in touch on when that's like
This guy.
I don't want to dwell on that one,
Yeah.
but yeah, the rapper I think was really, and this one was ridiculous, but it was Kanye with Donda. That was the first time I felt like I heard unique music that was also gospel.
Really?
So, I mean, I know everybody be like, oh, it's not really gospel rap. He's not a real Christian. Blah, 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 blah. I think that was the first time I heard like...
Was Donda considered a gospel
I don't know if
album?
it's a gospel album. I don't know. It's almost there. It's like...
Some people
70%
think that it is.
There's some like really.
I mean, and that's not for like me to decide. That's just my opinion. Somebody else could think it's a... But I think he helped me in that way of just being like, oh, you can actually make
Really good music.
great songs on like
That's
it's not because I think
clean,
part of my biggest
with a
fear
message.
is like no this one is just in general. My biggest fear in life is just like being corny. So that kind of made me think, oh, okay.
you mentioned 2 fears now. You need to like get rid of
Which
fears.
one's my other one? Old people.
No,
I'm not scared of old people. I just think they can't
no, you
win.
didn't say that. You said something else. There was something else that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but being
yeah,
corny-
they said not making music. I think something like
Okay,
that.
yeah,
like not making
that
music.
one's
Yeah.
that was
But
actually
being corny is a function of time.
yeah, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
I can stand being like old corny. Maybe when I get like older, and my kids like, oh, this guy sucks, blah blah blah. Blah. But
You're fine with that.
being corny at this age, I mean, there's a couple. Well, okay, we'll bleep name out.
Okay.
I won't be that kind of corny. He don't. Yeah, he's just doing too much. There's many people I can name that are just doing too much. I have to be like good, like great type thing. Yeah.
So what do you when you envision yourself like at the pinnacle, like having achieved all of like the things that you want to achieve as an artist, what do you see? Like what's the image that you have?
I guess selling out stadiums.
Okay.
I think that's something that fascinates me. I think about that one a lot.
What do you think about people actually being like
I think about your impact. I think
impact?
that's one. 'Cause-
Impact. What do you mean by impact? Are you talking about reach or
No, like what your music does for people. I think that's a category I care about a lot too.
yeah.
Even just like I guess making things that people around me can be proud of too.
Yeah.
That's one. Another one.
What do you think about people like, I mean, I know there's the whole like thing of, artists selling
Their
out.
souls.
And no, I don't think Christian artists, you're not thinking about that's not a problem for you. But like selling out and maybe being forced to, because even in Christian music it does happen. Like people feel forced
that's
to
and that's the one I feel like we'll talk about
to
that
certain
one
like
too,
standards or to certain expectations in terms of like, and when I say expectations, I mean like you believe in eternal life, for instance, but interestingly, a lot of contemporary Christian music that's like popular even amongst Christians globally are things that are considered like relatable. A lot of artists want to be relatable, and in the effort to be relatable, they're not going to talk about eternal life. They're not going to talk about like some of these like higher revelations. They have to like say, "Oh, I'm suffering. Woe is me." When I get down, you pick me up.
I get back up, I
like,
don't know about that.
So, like, what do you think about like what begins to happen to people as they get mainstream?
I think mainstream is true.
Are you concerned about that?
No, and I don't even know if you remember, but I guess like tied to the thing. One time you told me being a billionaire is not like fun. I didn't get to that time because obviously my mind's thinking, you have $1 billion. What do you mean it's not fun?
I said that.
I think you did say,
Considering like,
or you said something like alluding to that. You didn't say that you don't want like
I'm
$1
more
billion.
than billions rich.
Yeah. You didn't say like you don't want it or anything, but you're just. So I think you said that, and then
That sounds like something a billionaire would say.
No. Right, exactly. Because you said that, then you followed up with, "Oh, will you do
Just
the
giving
work?
billions.
Are you willing to do what it takes to make $1 billion?" Like I guess I think about it every time, I guess, in relation to fame too. Because I guess to get to that level of fame, people do some interesting things. I don't know if I want it that bad. Like, so if my past does happen to be like clear, but if it starts to like interrupt with my morality or like, oh, now I have to sell my soul for however, nah, man, that's why it starts to get dicey. I don't know if I want in.
Guys, this is actually a very, very interesting moment. I feel like in a few years, we're going to rewatch this and we're going to be
I was going to say,
maybe
like my fans will be pulling this one up from the archives.
Yeah. This is going to be good. I think
so. I hope so.
I believe it. I really legit do. Like, this is a good moment.
I really think
this is a good moment. But, back to what you were saying about being, in what areas would you say, because I'm a firm believer that everything that you're going to do, if you're going to stand up against the world, and you're going to be, unique, and you're going to stand up and be, what's the word? Be an outlier, as it were, in the world, right? There will be opportunities for you to prepare for that. I don't think that you will do it. Think about Pastor Chris, for instance. Like, everything that Pastor has been doing from 2020 till now, having things that, the Spirit of God has been like training him in, like from elementary school days, like secondary school days rather, where he has like, the school principal, trying to stop him from doing, certain things in terms of like the preaching of the gospel. And he's like, no. And then now governments are saying, churches cannot hold services, and he's like, why? So I think there's always a correlation.
Yeah,
so
definitely. You cross a point where
do you feel like you've had those opportunities to build your resilience in terms of like being able to stand up against the man, quote unquote?
It won't be fun when it happens, but I'm hoping like with everything invested in me, I'll be able to actively like do what needs to be done.
Because it's tough.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's tough. Because sometimes like it's easier to just be quiet. Like I've seen a couple of artists, I'm like, this thing happened in your country and you did nothing. It's kind of like, I don't know.
Did you feel like artists have to respond to everything that happens in their world because of their fame?
That thing is an opinion, but I wouldn't be quiet.
Interesting.
Because because you can be an artist. Because I don't know, the way I think about it too, like
I don't think you have to get involved in everything. Like
but that's what I'm saying. Celebrities that I rate are different. Like you can be a celebrity to me, and then you can be like, okay, this guy is like a top figure in my mind. So I guess that kind of like, because there's also some artists,
but that kind
they're
of
just making money. I know, but
people are going to want you involved in everything. And things that are not even
that's
your business.
That's the thing too. Like you have to really be wise. That's what I said. You have to invest in yourself to the point where you're able to handle those types of things.
Yeah.
Because people.
Because
I think even, you don't even have to be like a celebrity. People that just don't stand for anything, or they're always like, okay, something will happen. This is one of my friends. I accuse him of it all the time. Something will happen. Anything in the world can literally happen. You tell this guy, you say, I can see both sides of the matter. One person was wrong and one. Grow a pair. Choose one side for once in your life, brother. Can you do that?
But I also get his perspective.
Every time you're seeing two sides.
I think he's trying to empathize with the parties and understand
where they're coming from. Some you don't need to empathize with anybody.
I don't think. I think you can have a side and still understand both sides.
That one.
So maybe he's saying that.
No, this brother is fully playing both sides. He don't want to jump one fence fully. I don't understand it.
David told him on the phone or in person?
Yeah, in person when we're growing up. Because
how many years ago
also
was this?
It's interesting because I guess
why are you putting the guy on blast?
No, because he has his side in the sense because these were things that were like, okay, how can I start? Should I start explaining this matter now? Okay, so no, but this one you say it can. Okay, I'll let people be judged, right? Yeah. Everybody's listening. Okay, so there was this guy I was arguing with at the time. The boy just had a problem with me. I don't know what's wrong with this boy. But 1 shot, 2 kill. He's kiki kakaing with this brother up and down. So, I think if I say, okay, like this one, maybe it's just me and XYZ. Okay, we'll call this person that has a problem with me for now. We'll call him Baby Bed. So Baby Bed has a problem with me, all that kind of So, so Baby Bear has a problem. Wait. But people should follow the story.
Yeah.
So Baby Bear has a problem with me, all that stuff. So one day, right, Baby Bear starts again. Now we're arguing. Baby Bear says, "Oh, I'm trying to remember, but something to the effect of, oh, he will spit on." I don't even want to say it was a lot.
No, don't say
Yeah,
that.
but essentially somebody's grave. So I'm thinking, what? Everybody just said, "What's get set on me right now?" Young people that were not my friends were like, they don't know about this guy. This guy is not sure. We reach 1 shot 2 key. 1 shot 2 key say, wow. The moment I can really see both sides of the... I'm like, brother, my mother. Which one is both sides again? What are we still discussing both sides of this thing? You want to still be laughing with this? And he did. He laughed with him throughout high school. So I'm thinking,
Should I, what do you guys think?
that's what I'm wondering.
That's dangerous game. I think it's...
What do you think?
For me, he knows my mother. So that's what I'm saying.
What did you say?
That's really where...
Were you all my friends? Or just like...
No, see, me and Baby Bird were never... So Baby Bird was like a new student. So he came for like the first 2 weeks. But I don't know. He was just... And I don't know if this was the thing with people, but there were just people who like wanted to always measure themselves to you in high school. Did anybody get it? Like I had a couple people who just like... I was their measuring stick for some reason. Like
You've
they
been
just
to a
wanted
lot.
to... Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I kind of got that energy from him too.
What do you guys think though? Because I think, let me describe the situation. It's like you have a friend and then there's this other person that's like, you have a fight with, and then your friend wants you to
not be friends anymore. But that's I'm saying
no.
Okay.
You want your friend to take your side in this, against
I
this
didn't know that one making it too
opposing
simple.
person. No.
Because
You
I
have to
was
simplify things.
I was fine. Even if the boy he was doing all these small that things, maybe somebody will say, "Oh, I'm at this," you just jump. Say no, I didn't do this one. Blah, 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 blah. I can do this. I was fine when he was doing all that. Him and Baby Bear could still keep doing their little
So just
things. I
like
could care less. But when it got to that point, I'm like, okay, can we all not see? So I don't know.
What do you guys think? So he says something damnable, right, about someone that's, dear to him. This guy says something really bad. And then, what's his name?
So Baby Bear says something crazy.
No.
So one shot, two kill.
Shot to kill. His friend one shot to kill. One shot to kill maintains friendship with this guy that has like gone as far as saying this like really bad thing against someone that he really cares about. And so goes one shot to kill, says, well,
I can see both sides.
considering the situation, it may have been.
Imagine rubbish.
And then he continues what would you call it? And then he continues friendship with that person. What should?
No, I see. Mind you, like
let them.
Wait. I want to add more context so that they know what they are judging.
You're trying to force them to say something.
No, I'm not forcing them. Imagine he says, "Oh, your mother is ugly." One shot two kill that is your friend, right? He knows your mother. He has come to your house. He has chilled with you. He has parlayed. He has done everything in your house. Your mother was there, everything. So okay, you could judge it after that one.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I think, right, honestly speaking, if you know your mom is not ugly, you don't have to like take offense. I get you have said like in the midst of like other people, which is kind of rude. But then trying for your friend not to be friends with the other person because maybe the person was
let's I like to simplify things. Leave this matter alone. I like to simplify things. Do you believe in maintaining friendships with like if you have a falling out with someone, do you feel like your close buddies should also automatically like cut that person off on account of this falling out?
I honestly think not necessarily, right? Based on like how close you are with this person. If it's like, if the person really said something that was like really, 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 really bad, and maybe like the two of this, and then my friend doesn't defend me, then at that point, what you're telling me is you're not my friend. Yeah. So again, I can understand where I would maybe take a walk away from that friendship. But if the person never threw fist and the person is trying to make you understand, and also remember this, again, in every like situation, there's always like maybe a better half because you're not sure what conversation the other person may have had with the other person concerning things that maybe you had said. And also telling your friend to maybe take a side of you in the midst of like an argument is never really the best idea. It's best to like have a conversation with the person, let the person understand. And since the person is like a middle person, they can give you better advice because sometimes we're too quick to like.
Okay, so simple answer
I think we are thinking about it with too much.
Hold on,
with too much
hold on.
variable. I wish people were there live so that everybody can see everything that is
And by the
happening
way,
live.
I think you need to like really address that matter because this is what like 10 years ago. You need to.
No, that's why it's example. It's example we're
You need
giving.
to let it go.
It's example we're giving.
So basically, your answer is that no, you don't think that your friend has to like hold solidarity with you in the fight. What do you guys think? You think your friend has
God
to hold
bless you.
solidarity
God bless you. G, if you come to Nigeria, just tell me where is my bottle. Any drink you want, ask me where is your Fanta, where is your Sprite. Just.
I believe in this.
These are the people we need to be bringing into this. Yeah, fire down, fire down.
If we're talking about this specific situation, I think that the statement made was like really outrageous to me personally. So I think that in that situation, I think I'm expecting you to address what's obvious.
Yes.
I don't. There's some cases where there is no room to see both sides.
Yeah, exactly.
So and this
Truly.
This is not based off of just because I'm your friend. I feel like that's obvious. But then, in the face of reason, at the same time, if I did something wrong, right? I'm not expecting. If I was the wrong one, I wouldn't expect my friend to just pick my side just because it's my friend. But for this situation, I was. The person was wrong against me, so I'm expecting you to see and come, the rest.
Exactly.
What is? I mean, you can choose not to answer. You don't have to. Huh? Okay. Yeah.
So, have you ever, for once, reacted to any? I mean, you said the guy never liked you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever maybe said something in passing that may have sounded off, and then he reacted when he had a chance?
I don't think I said anything to Baby that was ridiculous. Because obviously, maybe something happened and say, Emma is not that distant. I'll just say, I'm that distant. If your stock low, why do you have to be trying to drag my own stock down? I think that's fair. We are talking about the matter at hand. It no now need to cross. And see, I would have been fine if maybe he was still friends. If One Shot Tuki was still friends with Baby Bird, and then at least he told him that, XYZ was not, we didn't do that, none of that. He just kept on living. And that, if I saw One Shot Tuki story today, I'll tell you for another one.
No.
That's what I say.
You're already
This guy, he has a history
You're already taking up your whole podcast time.
He has a history of
One shot to kill. You need to.
He has a history.
You need to go to therapy.
He has a history of these things. This last one that he did, which year did he do this one? I think 2020, 2021. He has not changed.
This has to be a special episode on the website somewhere because ain't no way this is going.
That's what I'm telling you.
I love what you say. No way. Ain't no way.
Man, no, it's fine. I guess what I'll say, just big up some of the other guys, man. H3O, sharpshooter, some of the other man there, man. God bless. Let's just leave that other one. Let's leave that one. Let's leave that one. That one is bygones be bygones. At the end of the day.
What was that?
Okay. Here's what I'll say. And guys, this is what I'm saying now. This is very important. I think that in friendships, I think that your friend is not obligated to hold solidarity with you in that way. I think it's like they don't have to make an enemy of my enemy for them to be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I do understand like your friend riding for you and supporting you. Mm-hmm. So in this scenario, I think if there's anything that, One Shot Two Kill could have done better, right? I think it's going to approach that person, Baby Bird, and saying, like, why would you say that? Especially if he has the kind of friendship that you mentioned that, with that person, like, why would you say such a thing? Like, that's unacceptable. And he should really make it clear that if you don't apologize to this person and make this right, then, if I'm going to hold solidarity, you shouldn't be holding solidarity in just like, without the proper confrontation. There should be confrontation. Like you have to go and apologize to this person and make it a kind of a mandate, as it were. What he said to you in the beginning, I don't think that was out of place at all. I'm literally that guy. Like if you come to me and say someone did something.
Okay, yeah, I guess I get that.
Especially if the person especially if the person is not there. Especially if the person is not there. If you come to me and you say someone did something, especially if they're not there, just expect me by default to find a way to defend them.
No, but I don't know if it's the way that I was raised. But I say benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Give them benefit of the doubt. And it's more of a thing of, I would want to, you say, oh, this is such a thing. Okay, I wasn't there. And I think it's the biggest mistake that people make in, jumping into conclusions and getting themselves involved in people's matters. You were not there. You don't know what the environment was like. You don't know what led up to the thing. You don't know what the tone was like. You don't know what his facial expression was like. You don't know what the body language was like from him. He can't report to you his body language. He can only report to you what the other person said. So there are too many factors in there that I don't know, that I have to. I'm obligated. And this is something I learned from someone that I have a lot of respect for. I always say that, this particular, pastor and boss of mine really taught me something that I took for my life. I learned something from her that if you want, the easiest way to lose, maybe I had a fight with a co-worker, a colleague. The easiest way to lose out on that fight is to go to her without that other person present. Because as long as the person is not there, she's going to try to give that person the benefit of the doubt. So I learned that the best thing to do is, if there's a matter, just drag the person. Let both of you present yourselves. And then that way the person can explain and this other person can explain. Because a lot goes unsaid. There's a lot of that's lost in translation. So I think that, his perspective, and I don't know if he was doing it with that kind of mindset or if he was just trying to be, I don't know what his own thought pattern was. But for me, like, I think that's the best approach. And then after that's been, it's been discussed that we have to have, sort of try to get you to see potential, ways that this may not have been maybe as bad as you thought, or maybe the person, there are other things that were involved in the mix. Then I can now go and approach that person, preferably even in your presence, and say what you did was wrong. And I think that friends need to have, like, especially when it's like friendship circles of like multiple people need to have people need to be mature enough to speak on behalf of another or speak for somebody else. Like, you need to be mature enough to say, hey, like, and in the presence of the person.
Yeah, that was to say, yeah, I agree to that one. In
the presence of the person. There's another very, highly esteemed pastor that I love, an approach that he uses. And that approach is, if you're coming to tell him about something that happened between you and someone else, like right there, as while you're talking,
so you're gonna find.
No, it's calling the person.
Yeah, gonna bring.
Stand here. He will never listen to an accusation of someone with that person not being there. Come, stand here. Then they tell you, say, what you just said now, say it with this person here. And I think honestly, I think that will make a lot of things, a lot of issues resolved, between people.
I actually heard that pastor say that once too, and you also said it like maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I actually tried to do that with my little brothers too. Like if 2 of them are fighting, whatever, and like one person tells me the story, I said, what did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Tell yourself, what did you do? That
Yeah.
kind of thing. I try to like make sure that
Yeah. So I guess that's great parenting advice too.
confront have the
The conversation together,
before,
yeah.
like tell me like one side of the story because
Yeah.
and, like
Because that's the way, and that's also the way for people to also hear how
It
what
was
they
received.
did,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
received by the other person. Because when you do things, someone said that you're the star in your own
your own show,
movie, in
obviously,
your own
yeah.
life. So everything is from your own perspective. You're not taking into consideration how others are experiencing what it is that you're doing. So the best way is to have that confrontation. Wow, I feel like we really made some headway
Yeah,
here.
that was
We need to
deep.
do this like
That was
30
kind of
minutes every
deep.
week. And I need to be paid $400.
Oh God,
as
man!
this
Please
therapist
listen to
getting.
this podcast, man.
Oh man, okay.
some people watch this. People at his work will see the clips like this, and I'm like,
No,
I
they'll be
know,
fine. They'll be
I
fine.
know,
They'll be fine.
I
They'll be
know.
fine. Everybody want to quit. I feel like not like in a bad way, but like who wants to work a day job? Like if you can actually do
I
something
think
you
some
love.
people, some people actually.
people find what
No,
enjoy.
but that's the thing.
Yeah.
Those are people who are successful at it. The people who love it are the people. And this is funny, right? Because even when I did engineering in Morgan State, I feel like I could have had a 4.0 if I actually loved what I was doing. Because I genuinely was just doing it with zero interest, turning in homework at the last minute. My last 2 years, I don't think I even studied once. What I just listened to in class is the final thing. And I would know within myself when we do some things. I would know things that I don't understand. And I'm thinking to myself, if this thing comes out in the exam, I just know I'm leaving it. Like that's just what it is. Because I don't like this.
What
I'm just doing
was
it
the
to get
GPA when
the
you graduated? If you don't mind
3.2.
sharing, 3.2.
Yeah.
That's impressive
I know
for someone that
engineering
did not
too.
study.
That's what I'm saying.
3.2 out of 4.0. Because
Man,
when I say 3.2,
I
there
don't
may be
know.
those people
I don't know.
listening from
What's it?
Nigeria. Nigeria's scale is 5.
I know, that's what I was
it's
going to say.
5. There's only
Compared to
guys.
my family, I definitely, I don't know if I'm up there like that,
Yeah.
But
It's 3.2.
no, you don't get nothing. You don't get nothing for.
Yeah, I don't know if there was any lottery
You don't get nothing
attached to it.
for. But yeah, and I guess COVID didn't help too, because like I don't want to say what I use, but everybody knows,
Yeah.
So I just felt like if I liked, because you'd see people in class who are just like complete nerds. And when they say, differential equations, their eyes just light up, they are vibrating on the chair. Me, I'm the biggest nerd here. And that was just, and I
Do you ever learn anything for the sake of it? Not because it's connected to like
what I want to do in
what
life.
you want to do in life.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
That's
so-
literally what I'm doing right now.
So yeah, so don't you think that that's the case for some people?
But that's the thing. No, not some of those guys. Some of those guys actually like love, like they're probably going to be like extremely rich of this thing, because like this is what they wake up for, and like, because that's what I was telling you, right? When I wake up for a walk, I'm on the bed for like 30 extra minutes. It's difficult. It's hard. But because which day I think I want to. But when I used to like want to wake up to record or just things like that, amazing. I'm just, even this morning to church, I was excited to go to church this morning. I was just got up, shower, this thing. But that one, I'm thinking, I'm just, I'm prepping myself. In the car drive is like 1 hour, so I'm just thinking, play music to just have myself cool. I'm inside. Once it's like, because I close at 5. Once it's like 4:45, I'm thinking, oh wow, God, I've almost made it. Another day. Oh Lord. Once it's 5, I'm like, hey, God.
Are there things that you feel like you
I'm
can
scared.
do? Because I personally, like, for me, I don't like living my life like that.
I don't either.
I don't like
I really
living my life
don't.
with like, always looking forward to like the end of the day.
No, but that's the thing. I was the one who told you, right? Even in
Yeah.
school, where I was like, at some point, I felt like I was just living until weekend comes.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
Monday
no,
will
but
start.
that's- and that's
And like Monday
a
will
lot of people
start.
say that.
I'm just sitting there thinking, oh God, Saturday. And then Saturday, before I blink, is Monday. Hey, next Saturday again. We're waiting for next Saturday. And it was just like that for a long time. Yeah. So it was
That's
just,
not good.
I know. But that's it. No. Okay, no, this one a little bit too much though. I'm gonna say when I first started working though, because obviously in school I could like do whatever I wanted, and because nobody's checking you for your grades.
I should actually.
But this one, I actually have to like
Let's
perform to keep
I should
the
say
job.
something very important here. I think that I also need to acknowledge my own privilege here as well, because
I think your mind is really strong mentally.
No. And I'll tell you what my privilege is here, and I'm grateful to God for it. And I have to own that, right? I've never had a job that didn't give me a sense of fulfillment of purpose. Not one. One. Wow. So for me, like I because the reason why that came to my mind is because I was about to go into like advice mode, pastoral counsel mode. Yeah. Well, this is what you should do, and this is how you should, make sure that. But I just played back in my head. Every job, every single one that I've ever had has been connected to my purpose in life. Everyone. Wow. Even the ones that I did not. In fact, the only one that I can say was not connected. Should I tell you what happened? Very interesting story. So okay,
so did they fire you or did you quit? Well, I told you about my book.
Let's get there. Let's get there. So I did. There are a number of places I've worked. My very, very first job was as I don't know if that was even the first, but one of my first jobs, I don't know which came before the other. One of them I worked as a tutor on campus. That was very connected to my purpose.
You think so?
Yes. I enjoyed tutoring.
What subject did you tutor?
Math.
You enjoyed tutoring?
Yeah, I enjoyed tutoring because it allowed me, and a lot of stuff that happened for me was it allowed me opportunities to preach to people. So I had people that would come, and in the course of tutoring, where I'm sharing the gospel with them, I even remember distinctly some arguments that I had with people around the gospel, from tutoring. And I still have people that I've maintained friendships with through the years from tutoring contacts. In fact, like there's a let me not get into all that, but like it was very connected to my purpose. Now, the one that I said I felt like was not connected was around that same time. I got a well-paying summer job with General Motors. And I was going there, and I think it was very interesting. Like we had, it was a four-day work week. So we were working 10 hours a day for 4 days. We're starting work at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. till, I think it was like
3 or something. Right?
No, like around 3 because we had like one hour
break. And also, I think that's so not nice in America. Why are they removing my break from the 8 hours? Is the 8 hours not punishment enough? Okay, but
so I had this 10-hour a day job, and would go there every day. And our job was really to like monitor these people that are putting together, the transmission of your vehicle. Yeah, like I saw the whole process of making a transmission, like every single part.
I made one as an engineer. I was more like a research.
Really?
So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we saw them like come together and being like mass produced, and we were on our feet most of the day, except for times when we were, at lunch break or whatever. And I did the job. I saw the.
So you're like a quality manager.
Quality manager. Okay. Quality assurance was a quality assurance. Okay. That was the title of the job, quality assurance intern. So one of the things I always do for myself, and maybe this is my stand on my soapbox advice, is I always try to find some kind of derive my own purpose from it, because I thought to myself, wow, all these transmissions are going into cars everywhere, and these guys are the ones that are determining what experience people have. And what our job was, the reason why they gave us that job was because there was a standard operating procedure that those people did not always follow. And they didn't follow it because they'd done the job. I mean, these men had done this job like 20 years. And, so it's like, even you standing there and trying to monitor them and say, oh, did you do such it was so annoying for them, so they're just cranking and the way it works is like assembly line. They do their own part, push it to the next one, push it to but they made a lot of mistakes, because at the end of the day, a lot of the whole point of the job was a lot of the transmissions were being sent back, they were being recalled. So I started thinking to myself that, this is important, because there's someone that's going to drive this car and have issues with it. And then maybe a whole set of cars that were released in this period are going to get recalled because this guy was too heady and proud to follow the process step by step.
Yeah.
But that's the one job that I felt like was not connected to my divine purpose. The only job that I ever did that was not connected. Should I tell you what happened? One day we get to work and this guy shows up. I'll never forget his name, David Janiak. This was 2007. Janiak shows up and he calls a friend of mine and myself and calls us out, says that, let's talk. I'm like, okay. So I follow Janiak and he asks both of us, says, how old are you? I was like, well, I'm 17.
Oh, you're underage, aren't you?
Yes. I was saying, my friends used to say, yeah, that he's 17.
Oh.
So, according to US law, you're not allowed to work in a factory. So we'll send you your last check, but you need to leave here immediately.
Right.
My friend started crying.
And he really needed the money?
He didn't need the money. His parents had money, but I don't know. He just started.
On the spot?
On the spot. He starts to cry, and he's gonna watch this. and he'll know it's him. And he starts to cry, and he's like upset. And the whole time, I've never been so happy. I've never been so happy. I went home with so much joy in my heart. It was a well-paying job. I mean, I was seeing money that...
I think that was me at the bookstore.
I was seeing money that the bookstore money cannot even compare to general...
I know, bookstore money was not busting.
This was like legit money and you can't do this job again. And I was so happy. Like my friend was crying on the ride home because he drove. I didn't have a car. And I was just like... I can go over.
We're free.
When I went over, I slept well. Collected the check and moved on with my life. And it's, for me, it's such a very interesting thing because I think it speaks to like the connection that it's always been my prayer to be in the right place and at the right time for the right purposes. And I think that's why God has ordained my steps to be so. Because even places that my degree did not prepare me to be in, or to jobs that my degree did not prepare me to work, somehow I found myself there and I found it to be a place of purpose.
We had a conversation earlier today at noon, and then you're pretty much saying whatever you do is connected to people.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, I thought about my own job too. And I was like, okay, because I do like this connection thing, right? So I'm thinking, okay, when you connect people to power, they literally need this.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes we have people who they're like, oh, this is hot because customers trying to get electricity at their home, and like the bank is pressing them because like they need to start selling their house or something.
Yeah.
So I guess thinking about it, like maybe I can find purpose in that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll update you guys, see how it goes.
Update us. No, but honestly, I think that there's nothing that you do in this life that's not connected to people that won't. You have to connect it to people, otherwise you'll feel drained.
I agree. That's something.
I can't.
I think that's heavy.
Yeah,
because that's not advice you hear every day.
Yeah, I can't
I've never
go through
heard that
any
one
job.
in my life.
I give good advice.
I agree.
Because I don't think I can go through any job without being able to like connect it to divine purpose. It'll be tough to.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lot to ask.
So what would you do? Imagine that, God appeared to you now and he told you to quit your job, which the Lord has actually told. That has happened to me before. And the Lord has told me to
we'll see.
to cancel a job that I was about to start.
Oh.
But if that happened, what would be your next thing? What would you do? What would you what would you like to do with your time?
Obviously music. Yeah, obviously music. But even like the steps. No,
So
there was a time last year I was like, oh, they fire me. I think I'm just going back to Nigeria to just go and start singing. Literally. Like it was just in my mind. I was just playing with the idea. Now, I don't know. But
What stops you from making music as
from here?
Yeah.
So the thing is,
H1B and visa.
No, not even that. No, I don't care about that.
Okay.
I guess the thing for me is like, I feel like if I went to university in Nigeria, I'd have blown up by now. I fully believe it with all my heart and everything in my soul, because the way schools are set up there is set up to like promote. Because I don't know if you guys don't know some of like the more underground artists when they are coming up. But like you literally have a stage, a place, like they will invite you to go to other schools, things like that. With like some of the kind of music I make here is different. Like the music, I don't even know Baltimore, all these Baltimore rappers, man. Like They're actually like, no, this is too good. This is too good. We need somebody that we can barely hear and is just like slowing and has like 7 guns in his pocket. That's not me. I can't do it in this kind of setting. Even like the Morgan one, they'll be wearing like big jackets. Says it's the summer. That's not me. It's too hot.
So you feel like your artistry is not in the right location?
I really do.
Do you feel like you can make music for an audience that's
virtually?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just making the job harder.
But there are artists that do that.
Shoot.
Yeah, you can think.
That's what I'm gonna have to do now.
Can you think of at
obviously.
least 2 that do that?
Easy.
That have made music for them. You don't know. Don't give them any time.
2, yeah.
But that you know. that make music like
I can generalize like most of because like the alter musicians. These guys, they are staying in like the UK or something. Maybe they lived in Nigeria for a time, or like they live in Dubai. Like none of them, most of them are living in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So
if you had the opportunity to quit your job, what would you do on a day-to-day?
That I'll just be making music, putting it out.
But making music for yourself only. How are you gonna feed? How are you gonna eat? How are you gonna?
No, that's the thing. I guess like that's part of the thing. Even why I'm like doing engineering right now, because I feel like it's a lot. Because even sometimes I was like, oh, I wish I just knew somebody who was like in the business more and just could like show me how to like go in. Yeah, because I don't like. I guess just in general having a mentor in things like this is pretty important. And yeah, I don't
like music production.
Yeah, or just in general. The things I'm into, they get very specific and it's hard to like mix it together.
Yeah.
Because obviously like I'll like XYZ musician and it's like, oh, you can't necessarily bring that to church, which is like conflicting and stuff. So it's like hard to find somebody who is mentally stable in like both areas. So I feel maybe that's one of my bigger problems. And I don't want to. Or
like you find an art, like if you find a mentor, the mentor will be
maybe try to like put me onto some weird stuff. Yeah. So I guess it gets really difficult.
But I find that exciting though.
Because I have to come and be like the pioneer.
Yes, and that's what that for me. I find that exciting.
But I mean, don't you think that's exciting? If I get to pull it off, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and what makes you think you can't pull it off?
I mean, I can, but I prefer to like just be handed the blueprint.
Nah.
Like, my God, is that too much to ask for?
No, I've in my life, I think I'm more excited. I'm more inspired by uncharted territory.
Interesting. Okay.
Like there's nothing exciting about doing what everybody has. Like, okay, so what's special?
It'll be different. It's just that. Because I think I make my okay. I don't say my music is unique because every artisan that is on scene are versatile. Like especially like I guess with some of the newer stuff I was making, obviously before my hiatus, they were like really like standout-ish. So I just think if I could.
Here's what I think. I think you need to fellowship with the Spirit of God and let Him show you what unique path you need. Because like for me, I'm just trying. If I were in the situation that you're in right now, I don't think I'll be going to work like every day, without end, and knowing that this thing is not contributing.
Right. Because I really do feel like it's taking away. I agree.
So here's what I'll do. I'll write out what my concerns. What is it that I want to do? Number one, right? And then I need to go and pray. And if I need to even fast about it to get direction from the Spirit of God and confirmation, I will. Knowing that, and this is the thing that amazes me the most about that people don't realize. People really think that it's hard to hear. It's hard for God to talk to them about purpose. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's the easiest thing. He's more interested to tell you than you're interested. Even the whole point of the prayer and fasting is not, to please Him so He can. No. The point of the prayer and fasting is because He's always talking. But because your mind is clouded by other things, you're not able to hear. So when you're praying and fasting, what you're doing is you're quieting your flesh. You're quieting the voice of your flesh so that you can hear what He's been saying to you the whole time. That's number one. So I want to know that this is God's direction for me, because I've made in my life what you would term to be like hard and seemingly to the natural person
Foolish, I guess.
Like, why would you even do that? Right? I've made such decisions in my life, and I don't know if it's the stubbornness that it's the kind of stubbornness that I
helps.
have.
I think you
But
need that to
in a
a
way.
certain
Like,
degree.
I once I've decided on it, I've shut my mind, and that's it. And I'm not one of those people that look. I find it very funny. I don't look back and say, should I have? Should I? No. I've done it. Boom. This is the direction that we're going now. But when I'm doing that, I want to be sure that that's what God's Spirit wants me to do. That's what God wants me to do. That's the first thing. So once I've cleared that out of the way, then I need to now write out for myself, what are my concerns? What am I concerned about? What am I considering? Okay, rent is going to be due in a month. How am I going to pay it?
Hopefully. Sure.
And how am I going to pay it? It's not a hard question for God to answer for you at all. Sometimes the Spirit of God really will break down stuff for you. And it may even come with like small examples. Maybe you just find all of a sudden you get opportunities to produce for someone, and then they pay you $200, and then another one they pay you $200 back to back. And then the Spirit of God says to you, all you need is 20 of those gigs, or to increase your price and multiply. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he can literally break down for you, and then at that point, okay, it becomes clear. So this is what I need. All right. So how do I get myself out to be able to? Because you want to operate. Okay, there's the part of you building your own artistry, but there's the part of you feeding yourself every day, and you have to make that one needs planning. You need to have a plan, and that's what usually scares African parents when people come and they don't have a plan. And I think having a plan is not hard. I told you guys that when I graduated from school, I didn't have a job. I did things. I started doing resume writing services, $100 per person. I started doing marketing that I didn't go to school for.
Your mind is just programmed to work effectively. I feel like
I'm orchestrated to produce.
That's what I was going to say.
Chris says. Pastor said that that there are a lot of people that are orchestrated to administrate. They're not orchestrated to produce. They can organize things, they can see to and ensure, but they don't make things happen. I'm designed to make things happen.
I agree.
I feel like wherever I am, I'm going to.
Are you always like that?
Huh?
When you were my age, were you like that?
Pastor Chris. It's Pastor Chris. When I was your age, I'd been listening to Pastor Chris for 8 years already. So Pastor shaped my mindset from a very young age, and I had a kind of expectation of what my life was going to be like. So even when I accepted jobs, I've never had that thing that people have where like they're afraid to lose their job. If I lose my job, what am I going to do? I've never had it. Not a day.
Yeah, I guess I was asking if you were like this when you were my age, so like I can find comfort in it.
Yeah, no, I was.
So yeah, I'm working my way up.
No, I really was. I can't even lie to you. I really was, because but the age that you are now, I was already working with the CEO of City Schools, and even then, I didn't feel like they owned my life. Yeah.
Oh wow. Interesting.
And all of this part, really, honestly, is I'm hoping that.
I'm living here. I feel like I'm getting more than the listener today.
Yeah, I think that I feel my pride and joy would be like a few months from now, maybe even a year from now, we'll be able to look back on this and be like, wow, he's now a big time producer, like charging like however much he's charging and still making his music at the same time. Whether or not he has quote unquote blown at that time, but he's free from the
shackles.
He's giving shackles. He's free from the shackles of the man. Honestly, I think that'll be a great outcome.
I think that'll be a great outcome.
What does that look like for you? Like when you look at that future, like
that's fun. I won't shut up about it. And become one of those people that'll be like, oh, I got up and I made XYZ a day and you are still sleeping at this time. Nah, I'm turning to maybe like 2 weeks or a year. I don't know.
In what way?
Nah, I'm just playing. I don't think I'll turn into that. But it'll definitely be fun. It'll definitely be fun. And I will enjoy speaking about it.
Yeah.
When asked.
This has been a great conversation, guys.
I know. I really think it has.
What do you guys think?
I think best episodes. So I've been privileged to listen to a few. And this one is by far the most entertaining. Sound guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For
so
Atypical
I've been
podcast.
Listening, you know what I'm saying? This was like my audition to be the co-host. So, you guys comment. comment who you want as the who. I think I'm in the. I think season 2. I'm gonna be here all day, every day. Somebody else can do the sound. I feel like.
And by the way, he does great sound work. Shout out, Sympar. So if you're looking for, someone to run, no, let's never say sound work. No.
I don't know if I want to be doing that stuff. Yeah, that stuff is very particular.
No.
I don't know what.
But he makes great music. So if you're looking for a producer for your music, that's your guy, and pay him his.
Yeah, man, we're trying to stack up.
Yeah. All right, so that brings us to the end of today's episode. Please make sure to share with us what your experience has been. It's atypicalpodcast.show, and that's not .com, it's .show.
I've been here, I'm the sound guy. I told you.
And you can reach us at hello at atypicalpodcast.show. And on all social media platforms, we are atypicalpodcast.show. You want to share your...
So Symparthegod on all platforms, Instagram, Spotify,
How do you spell Sympar?
Apple. Oh yeah. You take notes. Symparthegod, God, no space, just one word. And yeah, that's what I was thinking about this one too. My guy, Tap Current, man, I didn't forget you, bro. Keep working on that thing that we're working on. We'll cook up by God's grace, man. God bless. Tap Current, I didn't forget you. But everybody are forgetting. One love, man. One love. It's all love when I come back, man. God bless.
Well, thanks, guys, for listening or watching. Remember to share, comment, and we look forward to your feedback. God bless you.
God bless.